Oh, okay, sure, I'll take it. Welcome, welcome, friends, to episode 59 of Xbox Friends Podcast. Today, we're going to talk about the canceled game that from Xbox Studios. Helldivers 2 may have a Halo collaboration, according to the trailer they just dropped today. We played the Battlefield 6 beta, so we're going to give our impressions. And there's a little game I want to give a shout out that's coming to Xbox too. Now, with I'm Verdugo, your host, and with me is Maestro. What up, son?
What up, Verdugo? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm good, good.
Good.
Over here, chilling, ready to talk, ready to do stuff,
Ready to talk
jump
about
in.
Battlefield 6?
And just as a precursor, I haven't played anything new except for
Yeah.
Battlefield, but we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't really need to spend too much time on that because we usually do spend a lot of time on talking about what we've been playing.
Yeah, video games we're
Yeah,
playing.
but yeah, haven't done anything new, so we're good to go on that end.
Yeah, for me, it's the same. I played the Battlefield 6 beta with you a little bit. I know you played it a lot more than I did.
Yeah.
And I've been playing the first Descendant still because now the new season came out and they had a new bad guys or monsters, and they added new
New enemies.
movements to them. Yeah, and then they added um, a new not world, but it's like a new area.
New
Yeah,
section.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not huge per se, but it's huge compared to the areas that we've had in the game since the beginning.
Okay.
So, and they because of it, they also added the hover bikes so that you can move faster and you don't have to.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It's. I didn't think that game was gonna get any better. I thought it was just gonna be all the same. They may just add new things to it, but nothing, game
Yeah.
changing. But this was game changing for me. So
Nice.
I'm enjoying it more now, and it had a it had a new well, not a new story, but it added to the story because every time they come out with a season they add to the story, so the story is like in episodes, I'd say, right? Like in season one they did the story and it ended. I don't remember if it was a cliffhanger or not, but it ended. But then the season two continued it, and then season three now continued it. So and it's
Are you
and
actually following the story?
a little bit, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every time I play it, I skip
I
everything,
mean,
so I
the,
have no idea what's going on.
you before you played it, what, maybe 2 weeks ago you played it with us, right?
Yeah,
Before that,
yeah.
when did you
So
play it
2 3 weeks.
last?
Yeah. I don't know. It must have been months
Exactly
before
my
that.
point.
Yeah.
You're not gonna remember
Yeah.
the story from
Nah.
a year ago, and especially since you've been playing so many games after that. So,
Right.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I see myself playing a little more. So we'll see how much more I'm gonna play, but I do see myself
Yeah.
playing some more. All
That's
right.
cool. I might join you guys tonight and see if you hop on tonight. I might join
Sure.
in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because yeah, it's I would love to see the new stuff that they've added, new movement or enemy movement or whatever,
Yeah,
and
man.
all that stuff. So
And
that's kind of
colossus
cool.
that are
Uh,
there's a colossus that's so huge you can't kill on your own. It it used to be where they had a colossus. It was 4 people. It had to well, it didn't have to be 4 people, but it was only up to 4 people. And now this new colossus being so huge and so hard, they made it so that it's 8 people now, and it's still
okay. Wow.
depending on who you have in
So hard.
there and what they're doing, it could take a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm super stoked to try it out.
Yeah.
I will briefly say I didn't try anything new, but I did play the latest season of Halo. Um,
Okay.
so in Halo Infinite, and they added new weapons, they added new vehicles, they added like new new things that you can do like skins for your weapons because it used to be only human weapons that you can do skins and old
Mm,
colors and all this other stuff. Now they added all the alien stuff as well. And they added new alien weapons. Remember the carbine
yes.
from like yeah, so they added that to Infinite. And so overall it's a pretty substantial update. New weapons, new vehicles, new maps, new um they haven't added any new abilities in a while, but otherwise it's been pretty good. So I played a little bit today, earlier today. I was like, oh, this is dope. It's still great. Like I don't know, I know it didn't launch with like a lot of content, but it's gotten to a point right now that there's so much in there, and there's so much variety in the weapons and the games, and just the style of game and all that stuff that it's pretty damn good.
What season is this now?
So I have no idea. Yes, yeah, I don't know. They don't do it by numbers, you know. They
Oh,
they
they
do it
don't.
by like names,
Oh, okay, okay,
right?
got you.
Yeah. So it's like I have, I don't know, maybe like 9, 8. I don't know
It's got to
exactly.
be around there.
Uh, yeah. So it's been pretty good. Um, I think if the game would have launched with the amount of content that it has now, it would have been, everybody would have still been hooked on it. But now, a lot of people just kind of fell off because it didn't have a
Hmm.
lot of stuff in the beginning, and it took them a long time to get to where they are now.
Yeah.
But it's substantial now. So it's still fun, it's still great, it's still that
I mean,
arena kind of
yeah,
shooter. Yeah,
yeah. The gameplay
so
is pretty good. It's Halo,
yeah, yeah,
so that's not gonna
right,
change, unless they make a new game and they mess it up there. That's different. But right now, yeah, this one is pretty good. I remember
yeah.
playing it at the beginning. I played
You got a
a
little
lot,
bit,
yeah,
yeah,
but I fell off. Like you said, not everybody stayed.
yeah. But it's nice going back because I don't play every day or even every week. Sometimes it'll be like weeks before I go back to it.
Mm.
So it's nice going back to it. It's like, oh snap, they added this or they did this, and it's just a change up.
Cool.
So it's pretty cool.
It's good that they're adding
So
stuff because they have to.
yeah, it would be really dope. I've always said this: if they had some sort of like battle royale where it's like the closing circle would be the flood, like all around it, and it just keeps continuing
Um,
to get closer and closer. The flood, like all these little things, and if you get too close to it, then the flood starts like eating you up or whatever. That would be kind of dope if they did something like that.
that sounds cool.
Um, huh?
That sounds cool.
So what?
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. So it would be, or like if you had but I just don't think their netcode could handle that amount of people because it's already kind of not struggle, but I think it hits its peak when it's 12 versus 12. Uh, and so if they wanted to do something bigger, it would take a lot of. I don't know if their engine is built for that.
And not just the player count, but also like if they do it like you said with the flood, that's more
Yeah,
characters per se, right, on screen. So that's gonna make
a lot more
the yeah, it's
polygons.
gonna,
Yeah,
oh man, it's gonna chuckle or chuggle.
like I don't know how Battlefield is gonna do it.
Well,
I mean,
when
they've already said that they were gonna do a battle royale, but it's like, how are they gonna pull this off? Because
well they did one
that, I mean,
already.
with all that destruction, they have a battle royale for Battlefield.
They did one, yes, and it
For
wasn't.
what game?
It was
For which one?
man, I don't remember if it was one or five. It was one of the last
Oh,
two.
uh, Battle
Um,
2042.
no, 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 before that one. So
Okay,
yeah, I forgot. 2042
yeah.
was also out. No, before that one, the last two before that one. And then the circle was fire. So I
Mm,
think that's what they're
that
gonna
makes
do
sense.
again. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do again. Um,
Yeah, but those other previous ones that did battle royale with that many people and all that destruction going off,
so I don't know how they're gonna
there's a
do it
lot going
this
on.
time because I mean the destruction is there, but it's not like the building are crumbling down, right? It's just the
Yeah,
walls. The building still stays intact. It's just the walls that you're destroying, right? So maybe that's feasible. As
mm,
because this one is not on PS4 and Xbox One, right? This was just Series
Right.
X and PS5.
There's
Okay,
only newer versions of the consoles and PC.
I can
Yeah.
see it happening. It may not look. They might have to bring down the graphics a little bit, but I can see that happening.
No. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I don't. I haven't, they haven't said when it's. Well, we'll talk about it
No, no.
when we'll talk about the game.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking about it already, so I don't think they
Uh,
have announced when it's gonna come out. They haven't even really even talked about it. But
okay.
I am hoping they do add that because that's what I'm more interested in. Um, Battle Royale with the destruction. Oh man,
Yeah.
yes.
That's because at that point, right? You can't you can't have as many campers as you normally would, right? Like if you
Yeah,
play
yeah.
current Warzone, you'll have people like hold on in a building and then they just stayed in that building till the end of the game, right?
Hmm.
Because they're like near the circle or they just kind of hold it down in that area. And so at that point, you won't be able to do that because the buildings can be destroyed technically if they do it in that manner. But also my other thing too is that so if you at least with current Warzone, uh, your vehicles are really mainly like a transportation vehicle. They're not really attack vehicles, right?
No, no, there's nothing to
Um,
attack on them. No. I mean, the only attack it
right.
could do
So
is hit somebody with
right, yeah, run them over.
it.
uh, but yeah, so I wonder. I mean, that is such a staple of the game, right? The vehicles, so the tanks and the choppers that shoot or the fighter jets. How are they gonna do that in a war zone type
Mm,
battlefield sorry, battle royale type
I-
game with
so
jet fighters and all that stuff, right? I don't know.
I
It'll
don't
be
know
interesting.
about that. I think that's gonna be too much. Helicopter, I can see that, with a Gatling gun or something like that. But I don't see planes or even tanks in the battle royale. I don't know that.
Maybe they do something like like what is it called? Like the packages that you can get like in Call of Duty where you like
Oh,
send
the
in
the kill streaks.
yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
so,
can see
maybe
that.
they do something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then they have like a jet destroy a building. That
Oh
would be
man,
kind of cool. Be like, yeah, you can't
that
stay
I
in there. The whole building is gonna get destroyed.
yeah. Oh, hold on, let me. Yeah, I do see that
So
happening for sure.
it'll be cool if they do something like that because then it forces everybody to like continuously keep moving. And so that'll be, or even if you have something to the extent of, I forget which game did this, and I don't remember. Yeah, no, I think Call of Duty did this actually, where you would call like a ship from the water, and it would like shoot cannons into an area. I think it was Call of Duty. I don't know, but it would be really cool to do that in Battlefield because then that gives the players enough time, right? Because if you call in an air support, that thing is just going to destroy the building immediately.
Yeah.
But if you do like cannons from a distance, then maybe the team has time to like get out of the building,
So
right?
Call of
Or
Duty
something
does
like that.
tell you, hey, there's an attack coming, and you can take cover. So I think it would be around the
Right.
same thing, right? Where it should tell you
A-
because you want to get out of the
That's what I'm
building.
saying. Something to that extent is what I'm saying, right? But it has to be like with Call of Duty, it just gives you enough time for you to go in the building because you know you're not gonna get killed in the building
Yeah, yeah.
because
This will
the
be the
whole
other way
building won't get
around.
destroyed. So it has to be enough time where you can actually leave the building. So it has to be a few seconds, like maybe 10 seconds or something like that, not just like 3, 5 seconds like you get in Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a substantial amount of time for you to be like, okay, we got to leave the building now. And you have enough time to actually run out of the building. Because if you're in the, well, I mean, and that's the other thing too is like, would that be realistic though? Right? Because if it's realistic, you won't get any notice, anything. The whole building just get hit and it'll collapse on you.
Uh,
But it wouldn't make too much fun of a game at that
so
point.
is there? Uh, I played a little bit of it, so I didn't really notice it. Did you notice if they have something like that in the beta? Did you have
Something
any
like
any
what?
sort of
Like
kill streak or something like that? Were you calling an airstrike or
I
nothing like that?
noticed, yeah. So you do have something to that extent where if you play or like if you get a lot of kills in a row, it's not like a a street kill, but it's a thing where, so for example, with the sniper, if you, I don't know if it's a time thing or if it's something that you get that it adds up when you get kills. But I have a drone that sees a bigger area, and I can, and the map, right, and it has like a radar, and everyone in the team can see a map, like a bigger area than you normally would in your on your map of like the enemies around you. So it's like a flying drone. Now, for everybody else, I don't recall what these, because it's like the specialty thing that you get. It tells you every class what their specialty thing is if you stay alive long enough. But I'm not sure if it's a thing of like you have to stay alive long enough or you have to get kills and it adds up.
Okay.
But I did get that feature a couple of times. So they do
Yeah.
have something to the extent of like a quote unquote kill streak.
Or maybe you could just buy it at the buy station. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, so Battlefield 6, we played the beta. I did have my fun with the little bit I played. I
Yeah.
didn't want to play
Yeah.
for hours because I had the first Descendant to go back to. I'm addicted to it. So, but for the beta, it had over 500,000 concurrent players on Steam alone, not counting the
Yeah.
the Xbox or
Consoles.
or PS5. So
Yeah.
I mean it's an open beta, so everyone is gonna want to play it to give it a
Jump
try.
in.
I
Yeah.
tried it because at least for me, because I haven't played Warzone in over a month, and if you ask anyone who knows me, will tell you that's crazy. How Verdugo hasn't played
Uh,
Warzone when I used to play it every day, and now I just
right.
don't play it anymore. It's the same, man. Like it's cheaters, which we'll talk about for Battlefield 6, but there's cheaters. The All they do is add skins. They don't fix stuff. Like they don't do anything to make the game better. All they do care about is the money that they make with the skins and things like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm done with you guys. I'm just gonna wait to see what my next fix will be, and hopefully this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about Battlefield 6 because it's gonna cost money, right? Do you know how much it's gonna be? Is it 50 or 60, 70?
And it's 70
70.
because
Okay.
it has a single player and multiplayer.
Yeah.
I mean, but
And
if you wait long enough, in like 6 months, it'll be in Game Pass because it's part of the EA thing.
okay, so funny you brought that up because Dragon Quest, is it Dragon Quest? Dragon
Yeah.
Age.
Dragon
Yeah,
Age.
Dragon
Dragon
Age. When
Age.
did that come out? Because that's not still in Game Pass, and it's been
Yeah.
months.
Good question. Let me see.
Hmm.
Dragon
So
Age.
it's not like they go by
Uh,
6 to 8 months. I think it's gonna be almost a year now for Dragon Age, and it's not there. Um, so my point is that it's gonna be $70, and I did enjoy the multiplayer, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I'm just gonna wait for Battle Royale to drop and then get into that. Are you getting this one?
uh, yeah, I think so. So obviously, I'm gonna try the. Okay, so sorry. Going back to Dragon Age, that came out in October
Okay.
31st of 2024.
So it's been 10
So
months almost,
yeah.
and it's not a Game Pass.
So it's not on Game Pass. Yeah, I don't know. I would assume that this is different than Battlefield. Every multiplayer game, I think, goes on EA, their version, whether they call it EA Play or EA Plus, whatever it's called. It goes quicker on if it's multiplayer than it does like single player games. Just because the nature of you want to have as many people part of this already, right?
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that it will go on relatively quick as opposed to wait like a year or more. Um, but yeah, so the second beta is coming up this weekend, right? So they're doing 2 weekends in a row, and so I had a really good time with with the game, and we only got a small snippet of it. I'm obviously not going to pre-order or anything like that. I don't pre-order games anymore, but it just makes no sense because the games come out half broken, and I'm going to really see what happens when the game is launched.
With the first few
Because I
days,
mean,
okay.
so far,
That's smart.
it seems to what
Sorry, you froze there for a second. Okay.
the audio lag.
Yeah, like you froze and there was no audio either. I hear you now.
Okay. All right, cool. No, so the thing about it is that right now it may seem great, right? And everything
Yeah.
is handy dandy, but we're getting a really small snippet of the game. So all the features and all that stuff is not already in there. So if everything is there and then they launch the game and then we and the net code is a mess and all that stuff, is like, why am I gonna pay for something that I won't be able to play right away because servers are down or
Yeah.
some other issues with the game. They've already said that they're updating and fixing some of the aspect of the game right now that is kind of overpowering or not working properly. So I'm gonna wait until the complete package is released, and then if it's on release, if it's great, then yeah, I think I'm gonna jump on that because I used to really like Battlefield 3, and I was like a huge Battlefield player back in the days, and I actually prefer that over Call of Duty. But Call of Duty has just been it's been pretty good recently. Like I really enjoyed Black Ops 6, and I haven't enjoyed a Call of Duty for a while. I really like the
Yeah.
movement system, and they've done some stuff to it that it's
Oh
actually
yeah,
pretty fun.
sure. I'll give them
Uh,
that.
you know, yeah. So and I know people make fun of like all the skins and all the stuff that they have, but I mean, it's an arcade shooter. Like to me, those things were always kind of fun. It's like okay, like it's kind of cool to see like the little roller coasters and the gun. You're like, oh, that's funny, and uh, they're two different
Yeah.
kinds of like games. They can both coexist and they can both be successful because they're one
Sure.
is arcadey, one is more a little bit towards
Yeah.
like realism, right?
Simulation. Yeah.
So a little bit, yeah. And so uh, either way, I'm gonna wait to see the final release. I really enjoy my time with like I played significantly more, few more hours than you did
Oh yeah.
for it. I
For sure.
spent like Saturday. I think I went to sleep like 1 or 2. So I was like really going hard, and I really like the way that they did the classes. I really like the weapons and how you upgrade them and the attachments that you can do. Um, there's certain things I don't like about the game, but I get why they were designed that way. But overall, I think I am gonna 100% wait until the game is actually released to see how it handles, and then if it's good, if it's everything they said that it would be, then I will end up getting it.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea of waiting at least, till the game launches because right now in the beta, you have to wait to get in. There's a queue.
Right.
So if you buy it and you aren't able to play it day one because there's a big queue, yeah, that's not fun. And who
Yeah.
knows what else they need to, maybe they need to add servers, maybe there's bugs, whatever that would be. Usually multiplayer games, especially this big, have something wrong go go with it on day one.
Yep.
So I think yeah, you're doing the
Exactly.
right thing. Me, I'm gonna wait longer than you. I'm gonna wait till Battle Royale comes out, or they put this one
Okay, that's fair too.
in Game
Yeah.
Pass 6 to 12 months
Yeah.
later. Now,
Yeah. No, yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead because I'm gonna transition to something else about the game.
Okay. No, I was gonna say that the pre-ordering doesn't do anything. Having skins doesn't do anything. Jumping your battle pass or whatever. We don't even know what the battle pass is gonna
Yeah,
be.
no,
So why invest money into it right now? It makes no sense for people to pre-order any of this stuff. It's like you don't know what the like if even if okay, so at least it would have been nice. It would have been like, okay, so you get 20 tiers on the battle pass, right?
mm,
And then show us what the battle pass is. Then I can be like, okay, this is kind of cool to have that all early on, right? But you didn't give us anything. Why would
no,
I pre-order your game when we have absolutely no information except the photos of a few skins? So
yeah. I think right
that's why I'm
now
not doing any of
they're
that.
just um, they're just concentrating on the beta. They don't want to
Yeah,
talk about anything else because they want to put the beta out, see what players are saying, how it's working, what they need to fix, probably for this weekend coming up for the beta
yeah,
weekend too. And then after that, closer to launch, I think that's where they're gonna put out um, a a roadmap sort of thing where they will
Right.
tell you, okay, so here's what's coming day one, and then a month later we're gonna add a map or whatever, this and that. I'm sure they'll let you know before launch.
Right, right. Yeah, maybe. But maybe at that point, that if I have more information, I would pre-order. But no, not even. I'm not. I would never. Dude, it's EA. You know, they've burned us way too many times before to be
Yeah, man.
like, let me just give them money now. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely wait it out.
All
Out of all the companies, especially EA, is the one you should not pre-order from. You know, so
right.
we'll see how it goes.
Well, it's not always all good. Yeah, they had a lot of players jump in the beta, but they also had players who were cheating in the beta, already in the beta. That's not new. You know, even when Black Ops 7 had the beta, people were cheating there already. But in
Right.
this one, 300,000, over 300,000 bans were done for the first weekend of the beta. So if we
That's
had
wild.
500,000 players or 500,000 concurrent players, I'm sure there's more than that.
On
But
Steam, yes.
more than half of that were banned. And
Yeah,
it's crazy. You say ban, but they just make a new account and come back, right? It's not like they're
right.
banning their IP, so they don't come back at all, which is what I think they should do.
Yeah. Well,
But
I think that, in order for you to play, you have to turn on secure boot.
yeah,
So at that on PC at least,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
at that point, it's like, what's the point,
right?
man? If we're gonna turn on secure boot, and you're still gonna have a bunch of people cheating and hopping in, you know, that's like, what's going on? What's the point?
Yeah. It has there ever been a game that does not have cheaters? I'm trying to think if there is one.
A multiplayer game?
Yeah, Valorant maybe.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure they have, but the game just has to be small enough where if it's a big game and people are hyped for it, it's always going to be a cheater, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, if it's a small game that not many people care about, then maybe Conquer didn't have any cheaters. You know,
I mean, they didn't have time to
so
hack the game, so.
yeah, I know. So, you know, maybe something like that. I don't know, but yeah, not that I'm aware of. Um, So I mean, and that's the thing too is that even on consoles is, you know, even though you don't have um like hardware level cheats or anything like that,
Mhm.
or like deep cheats in the game, you still have things like Chronos, right?
Yeah.
That like locks your controller, or not locks it, but it adjusts everything so it's like auto
Hmm.
snapping. So they still have
Hmm.
cheating things in every part
Oh yeah.
of every
Yeah.
across the board,
Yeah.
no matter if you're in
Consoles.
consoles or
Yeah, the
PC.
consoles are not safe. We've had cheaters on
Yeah,
consoles too. Uh, they always find
yeah.
a way.
For those, yep. So I don't know how they're going to uh, combat the cheating part of it, because obviously doing secure boot, sure, it helps, I guess,
Eh,
um, but it's
apparently
going
it
to be a
doesn't.
problem because I mean, to a level, it might. I don't know. I don't really know the technology behind like how the anti cheat works. But if they're doing secure boot, it means that it's to a degree it's locking the system down, right? To a point. But even then, it's like I don't know. You just kind of have to hope for the best. And what happens if like all these people start cheating, right? And then they went undetected technically because we were playing the whole
Mhm.
weekend. And so it's something that has to wait. It's not something that's going to be immediate.
Yeah.
And so someone is going to come out with the thing to be like, okay, well, you know, we'll hide it for like X amount of time before it's detectable. Like I don't know. It's not ideal, and there's gonna be cheaters, and there's cheaters literally everywhere, and I don't
Everywhere.
even know the right way to approach it,
I
um,
don't even know.
because they put out a patch, you know, the following day they're gonna have cheaters repatch their cheats, right?
Hmm.
And so it's uh, I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't know how to solve that issue.
Yeah, and I mean it's because it's hard to think even one game that doesn't have a cheat, right? So it's not like
Yeah.
there's one perfect game that doesn't have cheats or doesn't have cheaters, I guess. And they could go and, hey, how did you do it? Can we pay you to help us get our game so cheaters don't get on it and things like that? It's it's always gonna be there. The only thing they could do is, like you said, update the game so that they have to update their cheating system and maybe make it a little harder for them to be able to cheat in the game. But if they got it working,
Right.
maybe not day one, but day two or day three on the beta, not the full game, the beta.
Right. Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they, if you patch it, they'll just get around it right away. But yeah,
Yep.
only all you could do is hope you don't get cheaters in the game that you're playing, in that one server
Yeah.
that you're playing, right? Um, Now, if you want a game where there's no cheaters and you can have a lot of fun because of it, then you want to play Helldivers 2, which is coming to Xbox,
Yeah.
which is coming on Xbox on August 26th. And they just put out a trailer today. The reason why I bring it up is because they put out a trailer today where at the end of that trailer, they show a pod coming down, and it looks like the Halo 3 ODST pod with even the music from the, I don't want to turn it on, but or the music, but I'm gonna just go over to the end here. Here's the, and that even looks like the city from ODST, right?
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
like it,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything about it looks like it. That looks like when the pods are coming in into the city trying to, yeah, it looks, and the raininess, right? All of that
yeah.
is, it's very reminiscent
Of
of
ODST.
ODST. So it's
You
gotta
you did
go.
play that one, right? Did you play it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I played it
I,
too.
yeah.
It was awesome because it was something different. We didn't expect it
Right.
from Bungie to make a game other than Halo, right? I mean, it is a Halo game, but it's different from the core
Right.
Halo experience. It was usually all in the dark, right? I don't think.
It was yeah, it was mainly because it was like mainly in the city part where
Hmm.
it's like, oh, it wasn't like completely dark, but it was, yeah, like at night, a lot of night
Yeah,
stuff, night missions.
yeah, it was pretty
And it was
cool.
cool because the kind of in the vein of what you're saying is that it was, the Halo universe is different, only because you were not a superhero, you were not a super soldier, and
Hmm. Hmm.
you had to be really careful about how you approach battles, and you were weaker in general, so you couldn't just like jump in, throw a grenade, and then just take a whole group of aliens out. You were significantly at a disadvantage, and so you had to sneak around. So you had to be very methodical in your process on how to get from point A to point B. And so it was really well done in that manner because it created within the universe of Halo, it created something completely different that you had to play differently. Historically, right, with Halo, you're Master Chief, you're like your guns blazing, you're throwing grenades, you have superhuman abilities and you just faster, you hit harder, punching or melee harder, your weapons you're able to swap out quickly, and so it was a big change, and even though it was in the same world, so it was really well done.
Yeah. And it makes sense for ODST to be the one to be put into Helldivers 2 because of what you just said, because it's not Master Chief. Although, I mean, they'll probably still add Master Chief skin to the game. They could still theoretically,
Yeah.
add it. But putting in the ODST soldier in Helldivers 2 makes much more sense because of
Yep.
how weaker they are compared to Master Chief. And they have similar armor to the Helldivers
Right.
characters. So,
It
I,
fits. It fits very well in
yeah,
the
yeah.
universe.
Yeah, it's like they're part of the same universe, basically.
Yeah.
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 Now, the one I just showed is the Xbox trailer. They did. Do you think this is gonna come out on PS5 too? The skin?
I think so. I think they would. I think that it would be a partnership that's done there where it's going to be across the board.
Yeah.
I think PlayStation in general is done with. their model of the way they do exclusive content or exclusive games and stuff like that. And so, um, yeah, I think it would be everywhere because it would make sense. Why would you alienate
Yep.
a portion of of your audience? You know,
I mean, in a way,
so
if they only put it on Xbox, it's a way to get some sales, I guess, instead of just you being on PS5 and saying, okay, well, I already have the game. Although I don't think you're gonna have the PS5 version and get the Xbox version. That's like anyway, but it does make
right,
sense for me
and
to,
that's why
yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. To me, it doesn't make sense. To me, it's like, why would you? Because you're gonna sell this in the PlayStation 5. They're not gonna buy a console just so they can buy the skin for
right.
this version of the game, right? And
Hmm.
they'll just buy it there. It doesn't make any sense. Like they'll just have it everywhere, and they can make money everywhere.
Hmm. Yeah, but it is coming to PS5. I just wanted to know what you thought, if you thought it
Mm,
would or not.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
know. Okay,
the PS5
I didn't
version
know
of
that
the
you knew.
trailer, yeah, yeah. The PS5 version of the trailer does have the ending there with the T's, so it is coming to
Same thing,
PS5 also, and I'm guessing PC too. But yeah, so
right?
August 26th is coming to Xbox. If you have not played that game, get it. You'll have fun, especially if you play
Now,
your friends. Yeah.
I have a question. I don't, you may or may not know this, but on the Xbox is and I know that this is Sony, so probably not. But do they have Play Anywhere? If you buy it on the Xbox, is it also and Play Anywhere?
Probably not, because I haven't heard anyone say that this is coming to the Xbox PC app. So
Okay,
probably not.
because if that was the case, that would be awesome. I would double dip just because I would want to get the achievements. But
Uh,
if it's not, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get like the Xbox version when I already have the PC version, which is gonna be superior. So
yeah.
yeah, never mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, August 26th. So, and I already have the game on Steam. We'll see how much the skin is, because I do have some. Because in that game, as you play, you do get currency, right? So I do have currency left. If I have enough to get the skin, I'll probably get it. But I haven't played the game in a
Dude,
while, so I don't know. Yeah,
yeah, we should totally play it
yeah.
again because they added vehicles and stuff, and it's
They
been a
added a
minute.
new area we haven't even seen. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I would totally go back. I had a blast, and I have the yeah. I would totally go back to whenever
we should.
you're able to.
Yeah, when I'm done with the first ascent, then I'll let you know.
Yeah,
All right. Now there is a smaller game that I also got on Steam, and I enjoyed it. It's a puzzle game. It was really really good. I remember I told you about it. But it's
did
called
you? Wait, what's it called?
Viewfinder. It's the one where you
Oh,
have the camera and you take a picture and then you put that picture somewhere else, and then you can walk into that picture as if you were walking in the area where you took the picture from. I have a trailer
yeah,
here
yeah,
so I can
yeah.
show you. It's very very well done. Now I know I didn't finish it, but what I played is really, look at it. You see, like you put the picture down
Yeah,
and then you walk into it and you
and it
solve
stays
puzzles.
there. That's cool.
Yeah, you solve puzzles with it. Look at that. Um,
That's dope.
so yeah, I recommend this game if you like puzzle games, and this is sort of like Portal. Portal brought a new idea to puzzle games, and this did the same thing for puzzle games with a camera. So
Hmm.
if you want a good puzzle game, this is a good one. Unless you already did you buy it? No.
No, not yet.
Okay, this one might
So
be
now I gotta go check it out.
buy play anywhere. This one could be.
It could be. I'm looking it up right now because that I would totally like. I like the Xbox achievements over the other achievements.
Oh, the Steam
Um,
achievements.
but huh?
The Steam achievements. Oh, it doesn't say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would have said it here if it was buy anywhere, right? Or play anywhere, right? It doesn't say it
No, I
here.
think it is
Oh, you're looking?
because I'm looking at in GG.deals, and it says that Xbox Series and PC. So like it has both.
Okay.
And then if you buy it from the Windows Store, it looks like you also have it available on
Oh,
Xbox.
that's cool then. There you
So
go.
that's cool. Yeah.
You get achievements.
So I definitely would rather do that. The only time where I wouldn't care, or like if it's like I'll pay a little bit more. But for example, oh man, yeah, I don't know. So like, so for example, the Steam version is like 70% off, you know? So it's like I'm gonna pay like $20 or $30
Yeah.
uh for achievements. I don't know if that's if it's like a couple of dollars, then
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care. I'll
Like
do it. But
like
if it's like
aliens,
a
right?
significant amount, like aliens,
Like
yeah.
aliens, it was only at $2 more.
Um, right. If it was something like that, then it's like sure, I'll get it that way. But
Mm.
if it's like 70-80% more expensive, it's like it's not
So
at
just
that point, it's not worth it.
wait a little long, a little longer. I'm sure this will go on sale soon. Yeah.
No, but it's on sale right now. That's what I'm saying. It's on Steam
No, no, no. I
for
mean
like
I don't mean Steam. I mean
72%
the
off.
Xbox version, the PC Xbox or Windows
Mm,
version, right? Uh,
I don't know. Yeah, the Windows version or like the Xbox version, they don't go on sale that drastically usually.
yeah, it's true because it's Xbox.
From yeah, from my experience, they don't. It might be like 10-15%, maybe
Yeah.
20% off, but it's not like 70-80. You know, like this game. I
Hmm.
mean, right now it's super cheap, and
Hmm.
so yeah, it's harder to justify it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, still
When
wait.
it's
It's not like a game that I'm telling you, hey, bro, I think this will be your game of the, or at least a contender for for game of the year. It's pretty good. Don't get me wrong,
yeah,
but I don't. I mean, if you're
but still,
iffy about it, you're not really sure, then just wait a little. Just wait 2 months, I'd say, and see what happens then.
yeah. I mean, it's not bad. Um, I feel like it has really good uh like I'll invest the money. I don't care. It's not so. For example, just to give you like an idea, if you get it through Microsoft right now, it's $20, right? Which is not bad. It's pretty good. Um, but if I get it through not through Steam directly, but if I get it through Eneva for the Steam key, is
Hmm.
$8.
Mm,
That's that's big. You know? That's more than half.
yeah.
So at that point, it's like I don't even think if you wait long enough. There's only been one game I told you. There's only been one game ever that it was a huge deal, like a very good deal on Xbox, Microsoft than anywhere else, which was that Tetris game. That's it. That's the only
Oh.
one that I've seen that is actually a better deal there. It's rare though, at least for the games that I'm looking for. You know.
Mm. All right. Well, just put it in your wish list. Maybe they'll,
Yeah.
if it goes on sale, they'll tell you, hey, a game in your wish list is on sale, and then you'll figure it out then if you want to buy it depending on the price. Um,
No, I'm gonna buy it right now. It's $8, bro. It's like
oh, Steam. Okay.
it's
All
yeah.
right. All right. Well, so this is a game you're buying right now that you'll be able to play whenever you want to. But the next game we're gonna talk about is never coming out because Xbox canceled Contraband.
Mm,
This is
yes.
another game that they canceled. They canceled. My God, Perfect Dark not long ago,
Right.
and some other games. But
Yep.
Contraband, the only thing we knew about it is, I mean, not really much. We saw the CG trailer that didn't really show what the game was going to be about, so we
Yeah,
had
like
no idea.
5-10 seconds.
Yeah, they had a description
Yeah.
of what the game was going to be about, but that's it.
Right.
We saw nothing else, and it was announced in 2019. And since then, we really, no, not really, we didn't hear anything at all about the
Nothing.
game.
Yep.
So it doesn't come as a surprise that the game is canceled since we never really hear anything about it. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure someone, maybe we didn't. Did we mention this game when we heard Perfect Dark was canceled? Did we say, "Oh, what about Contraband? Is that going to be canceled too?" I don't
I don't
remember.
remember, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure someone did. Someone
uh,
mentioned it.
I'm sure. Yeah, but yeah, this one's canceled. It doesn't hurt at all, right? Because we didn't know anything about the game.
Yeah.
Perfect Dark,
Yep.
on the other hand, though, I can't believe we saw that
It
game
looked.
playable, and then what? Like
Yeah.
a month, 2 months later, oh, it's canceled. What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
The That was the only out of everything that's been canceled or like this, whatever they've done recently. That was the only game that I was like, damn, I I really wanted to see that, and I wanted to
Yeah,
play that
man.
and see the whole thing through. I think it would have been, and I understand, I get it. Uh, we're not in the know how far of the development they've done and all the hiccups and all the things that they might have gone through for that game.
Yeah.
Um, people give a lot of uh, like shade to Microsoft Xbox for like canceling these games, but I mean that's kind of what everybody was saying with uh, what was the name of that vampire game or the
Redfall.
Redfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's everybody was saying about Redfall. It's like, oh, you should have canceled this. It's like, well, I mean, they're kind of doing that now, right? They're like reassessing. They're looking at the progress, and seeing realistically how far are they from actually releasing these games. Is it looking good? They have all the information. We don't have any of that
Hmm.
information. So I get it. I mean, Contraband, we hadn't seen anything in years. So who knows? Maybe they've only progressed like a few, a little bit, and maybe 10, 20% is like, all right, well, this is going to take another 4 years for us to develop this, like an
Hmm.
8 year game. That would be way too much, right? And at that point, it's like, oh, well, let's cut our losses and then invest that into something else that it's already ongoing. And so I mean, with Contraband, it wasn't a big deal, I guess, because we hadn't seen anything,
Hmm.
and so
Yeah,
no
there's
one,
no attachment
most people
to the
probably
game.
forget it, right?
Yeah.
And then most people probably forget about it to begin with. So it was whatever.
Yeah. So I said it was announced in 2019. It was announced in 2021. So I was off by 2 years there. Um, yeah. So there's no game that could be safe. Even if we see it playable, it's no game that's safe. Now, seeing
Yeah.
that Perfect Dark was canceled and Contraband now was canceled, I'm I kind of started thinking, okay, what else have we not heard of in a while? And the first one that came to mind is State of Decay 3. Yes, we saw playable, right? Like gameplay trailer, but to me, it didn't look like a gameplay trailer. I think it was just
Right.
uh, what do you call it? Like,
CGI
yeah, not CGI. It was like
in
in
engine.
engine, but not somebody playing. It didn't look to me like that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that one, we really haven't heard anything about it ever since, and it's been what 2 years since we saw that, right? It wasn't this year. Was it last year we saw it or the year before? I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
2023
either,
maybe.
but yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
2023 is when
somewhere
we
on there,
saw it.
man.
Um, yeah, and it didn't look that good to me. So I don't know if this could be the next one to be canceled.
Oh, Everwild got canceled too.
Oh yeah, yeah, we know that one.
Yeah.
But you think
So
this one, State of Decay
yeah,
3, could be canceled, or do you have faith on that one?
I don't know because it was only we only saw something 2 years ago. I feel that I feel that that one is going to continue. Maybe they were like 80, 90% in their development cycle, right? Whereas not State of Decay, Contraband was maybe like 30% or 40% into the development cycle. So it makes sense to cancel something that is like not even halfway built. If that's the case, I'm just speculating. But given that I think that this State of Decay would come out or it would have already been canceled with Contraband.
Hmm.
It would have been like already done, and they would have already like cut the losses at that point.
I mean,
The fact that they haven't, yeah,
if you think that way, then why did we get Perfect Dark canceled before Contraband? I think it would have been the other way around if you start thinking that way. I'm thinking Contraband. Really, we didn't hear anything about it. So I think Contraband would have been canceled before. Um, what do you call it? Like a long time ago,
Perfect Dark.
since we never saw anything. It doesn't make any sense for
I mean,
Perfect Dark to
that's
be
yeah,
canceled after we saw what we saw, but we just don't know anymore. Like they could show us again, even a
yeah,
game that I mean, this is drastic, but even a game that has been or has a release date or even window could be canceled. We just don't know when that's gonna happen.
no. The only thing that I can think of in that matter is so Perfect Dark was technically an internal game. People were building it; they can see it in real time. They can see all the stuff. Or Contraband is not a Xbox studio that was building it, right?
I think
And
it
so
was just being published by Microsoft, right, or Xbox. Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
So it's something that like they build and then they show. They make a build and then they show it to Microsoft. Like Microsoft isn't actively looking at all the details in that game as it's happening, right? They just get
yeah.
a snippet of where they are in real time. And so my thing is maybe with Perfect Dark they already know all the details like from every step of the way, and so they can pull the trigger earlier or let it cook longer. Who knows? But with Contraband, they're only get like milestones, right? Okay, when we hit this milestone, you get an update on what's happening. I don't think they're actively looking at everything that was happening with Contraband. They saw what they had and they were like, no, at this point, we don't think it's worth any further investment. And now, from what my understanding is that it's not technically even canceled. It's just that Microsoft stopped funding it. So the
Somebody else
game
could pick
could
it up.
be published by someone else,
Yeah.
right?
Huh.
And so, at that point, it's like, okay, well, you can find other publishers, you can do all this stuff, and the game might still be coming out. So, you know, that's what I was saying. Like, they don't have active hands on that, so they don't. Maybe they waited until they got an update, and they were like, nope, never mind, we're not gonna continue anymore. So
Okay.
that's,
Well, this is the last game that was canceled, so I don't think they're done because I don't have a list of all the games that they have announced or could be coming out, and we just don't know what's gonna happen to them. Hopefully, we get
yeah,
the most of them, or hopefully, better yet, we don't get any more games canceled and they do come out, right? Because it's like
yeah,
this game is canceled. These people worked in this game 4 years since 2021. Could have been more,
yeah,
maybe let's say 1 or 2 more years because they just announced it in 2021, but now they don't have anything to show for it. Mm,
right.
So if layoffs were to come to these developers, they don't have a game to put on the resume because they can't talk about it. They can't talk about what the game was gonna be. They can't show what the game was gonna be so that the other developers that want to hire these people can see uh, what kind of work they did. Was it good? Was it bad? That they can't show anything. So it's
I
really
mean, maybe
bad.
they could. Microsoft was
Maybe.
only going to
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
publish it. They weren't going to be like IP owners or anything like that.
True.
So
Yeah,
you know,
maybe it's a bad example for
um,
this one, but if other games were canceled and they were laid off,
yeah.
there's nothing for them to show, which is
Well,
bad.
like the initiative, right? The initiative was a studio was built.
Yeah.
They didn't even release a game, and then the studio was closed.
And that little bit that they showed for Perfect Dark is like it's not really enough. Like you didn't have a because they said it was playable, but you had to play it in a certain way. You can't just hand the controller to
Yeah,
anyone who's never played it and just have them go and do whatever they
right.
want. So yeah, that's bad. But yeah, uh, that's it.
Yeah,
uh,
that's it. That's all, folks.
yeah, that's all, folks. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to talk about today. Do you have anything
Cool.
else?
Well,
Huh?
no, that's looking forward to the beta this weekend again. I'm gonna jump on it for Battlefield
Yeah,
6. Apparently, they're gonna add some new maps. They're gonna do
that's
some
true.
tweaks and some stuff. So, what's crazy when we were playing the beta. I don't know if I was selecting the wrong mode, but I never saw planes. in the beta. Like I never saw like
I don't think
fighter
this.
jets or anything like that.
I haven't even seen videos on YouTube or TikTok about it. So I don't think they had that in the beta. Maybe this weekend.
Maybe. I know that they had it in that, that event whenever they had all the streamers and all that stuff,
Yeah.
kind of. But that's a different build, right? That wasn't a beta build. And so, yeah, I don't know if I was selecting the wrong mode or they just actually didn't have them available in this beta.
Well, for this
But
weekend, then
either
maybe
way,
maybe you want to look that up and select the right mode. Then if
yeah,
that's the case.
yeah, yeah. I just want to try it out. So
Same.
it'll be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I am gonna at some point this week. I'm gonna jump into also Forza. I
Motorsport.
haven't played Forza in a while. Yeah,
Okay.
Motorsport. They
Good for you.
updated it recently, so I'm looking forward to that
Good
too.
for you.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
so
I'll play the
anyway,
beta a little more this weekend. I just didn't like the big area. I liked more the multiplayer side of it. I didn't because you go over a hill and all
well,
you see is the snipers everywhere waiting for you to pop your head out, man. Nah, nah,
yeah.
nah. I didn't like that part.
Oh
So,
man.
but the multiplayer part where it's closer and it's more hectic, I did like that part. So I'll play a little more this weekend with you.
It'll be nice if we had a squad, like a full blown squad with like four people, because then everybody could be like a specific class. And then if you do that, it'll make sense, right?
I'll talk to
Because
Show
like when we
Off.
were playing, we were
I'll see if Show Off
oh
gets
yeah,
on.
that would be dope.
Yeah,
Because when we were playing, I selected a class, and then you selected another class. It's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
we can kind of like move together, and like, if you get hit, then I can revive you, and things like that.
Yeah, and that part where
So
we
that
were
was kind of
together,
cool.
and then I went ahead, and everybody, there were like three people there waiting for me, and then you were like, "You crazy?" Yeah, that was awesome. All right.
uh,
Well, we'll,
uh,
we'll play it again this
anyway,
weekend, see if they made any changes, if they added the planes and whatnot. And we'll probably talk about it again for the next episode. All right. So
yes,
then,
sir. Let's do it.
so with that, if you like it, please subscribe, give it a like, comment, let us know what you think. But that's it for this week's episode, friends. So till next time, be good gamers.
Peace.